Hello everybody, and I want to welcome you to my new series called First Drive. So originally I was just gonna take a car enthusiast car and review it without them in it, you know, just memorize some facts about it, speak about it, this is what they did, blah blah blah, and that's it, just like a lot of other YouTubers do. You know what? I want to make this my own thing. So what we're going to do in this new First Drive series is have the consumer or the owner of this car who drives it day in and day out, knows the car inside and out. They're going to be the ones that are going to be explaining everything they know about the car to you, and I will be actually driving the car and also commenting back and forth and, you know, having a little conversation with the owner. That way you get both of our perspectives on the car and they're the professional about their car. So hopefully you like this new series, and I want to welcome you, each and every one of you, to this new series. This is the first video in it with the Dodge Challenger. I hope each and every one of you enjoy it. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe to my channel and help the Boostbook family grow. Enjoy. Guys, what's going on? It is another overcast day in Northeast Pennsylvania. What a surprise, right? It's always like that. But today we have Chris and Ashley here with us. They are a Mopar couple, that I like to say, and they brought me their Dodge Challengers. I just reviewed Ashley's. She has the 2014 Dodge Challenger RT Classic. You saw it in the intro, so make sure to go to the description. I'm choking over my words right now, and click on that video. It is an awesome car. But let's get into this Scat Pack. This is Chris right here. Chris.
Yes, sir.
What in the world made you choose a Scat Pack 2015?
A few things, my man. The first, kind of understandable, would be the Fast and Furious movies. Our generation has been kind of sucked into the Fast and Furious movies. After I saw those, I love the classic muscle. I would love to have a classic Charger, a resto mod, some kind of Mopar. In the new stuff, I was not a huge fan of the Mustangs and the Camaros. The only real classic look, classic sound, classic feel are these Challengers.
Right.
So once I got into the Fast and Furious movies, I picked up a 2013, a red RT, a 5.7 like Ashley's, and the car was good. It was nothing exciting. It was kind of, you know, closer to a base model. And then my friend Brian, actually, he picked up a red Scat right when they were brand new,
right,
2014.
I've seen that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's Pro Charged, all kinds of stuff. And I told him, I said, he let me drive it. I said, dude, I want this car. It's a street car. It's everything set up just to be a nice, cool, super street kind of look.
Right. So
that was kind of my inspiration, so to speak, for this car. Just, you know, the same idea. A good, you know, it's not going to be the fastest. It's not going to be anything super, super insane.
Right.
But a great street car.
Right.
You know?
It really is. Yep. And talking about Dodge Challengers, they have such a presence to them. You know, they're huge, they're loud, they have a lot of power, and seeing one of these on the road, you know they're there, and that's what I love about them. But one thing I could definitely tell you about this car, it is not stock. So what do you have done to it? It's definitely not stock.
A few things. So again, nothing crazy as far as performance. I basically, at this point, I've had the car about a year and a half. I stuck to most of the cosmetic stuff.
Right.
So Starting on the outside, the car's lowered. It's on an H&R Sportline springs. It's about an inch and 3/4 drop in the back, 1.5 drop in the front. The car actually has the SRT wheels.
I like those a lot. Yeah,
thank you. They're
really
hyper black. They're off an OEM. They're real SRT wheels, 9.5 inch wide. Tires, they're Turos. They're actually 275. I did a square setup, 275 all around. They're a good kind of mix of touring tire. If you want to take them on the track, they perform great.
Right.
Aside from that, I actually went with the mid-muffler delete in the Scat Pack world. You chop out 2 of the mufflers.
Yep.
If you guys saw the video of Ashley's car, she has a Borla Attack. It's like a $1,500 catback, full stainless exhaust. In this case, it is 2 $40 pieces of stainless. Yeah, chopped them off. 2 $40 pieces of stainless tubing.
Right.
And that's really about it.
And it really does sound good. It's loud.
I'll tell you what, once you get into the power band, you get a nice cold start, you get up in, above 2,500 RPMs, especially in sport mode. You get those snap, crackle, pops, man. It sounds absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
Going back to the wheels for a second, I did tire stickers, just Scat Pack on one side, Super Street. They're actually from TireStickers.com. Windows are tinted, 15% up front, 5% in the back. Hood, Hellcat hood from
Hellcat hood.
Yeah, Hellcat hood. Yep, it's actually an OEM Hellcat hood. It was from a 2015 Cat. It was sublime green. Someone bought it, painted it purple. I got it secondhand after that. Then I had InShane Designs do it's a Avery satin black wrap on the front.
InShane, yeah.
Yep.
And it came out great.
Oh, it looks
really
great.
Did,
Absolutely. It gives it so much more presence. Just gives it a little more aggressive. The 2 heat dissipators on the side, the big SRT scoop coming in. Active scoop. As far as airflow, I actually have just a Hellcat airbox. It's really just a tube going into the fog light, sucking in air. Both center caps popped out for the fog lights.
How about that? The diffuser and these? Tell me about
as far as the aero stuff. So actually,
they look awesome. And I know you're about to touch on that, but they look great, and I definitely wanted to make sure you knew.
No, I appreciate it. They're actually it's the BJ's Garage 570 kit. So I work along with Brian. I just mentioned he's the president and founder of BJ's Garage. So I have 2 of the 3 pieces right now in the car. We actually were just at Carlisle last weekend, so we're kind of rushing to get everything done. I have the front splitter, the Defender Series comp front splitter. And then we have the rear diffuser on the back. The only piece I don't have is the wicker bill, gurney flap. There's all kinds of different names for it. The wing extension in the back.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, man, the Active Aero kit, it's not Active Aero. That's something you'd have a Lamborghini. That just sounds cool. But the Aero kit, it actually, it's cool. It's just one of those things that's kind of come into play in the last few years. A lot of things that you can do with it. I did the rods black. I'm using these actual connectors from Deluxe Wraps in California. They're subframe connectors for the rods in the front.
Right.
But I think it looks great. It gives a little more aggressive look, especially the diffuser in the back, tied in with the quad tips. I have.
It looks mean.
Yeah. Thank you. So
it really does look great.
Yeah.
So anything else? Any other mods?
Aside from that, again, the exhaust being chopped, I didn't get into too much on the performance side yet. I still have a warranty. This car, again, it's 2015. We're in 2017 right now. So I have, 14,000 miles on the clock. This is a 3-year 36. I don't want to crack into anything with the Pro Charge or forged internals. I've thrown a bunch of money at it already. Right. But that's about it. Again, really just after, having it lowered, I wanted to get that aggressive stance.
Right.
The only other thing I've done, kind of couple in with the lowering springs. I have a penny strut tower brace I just picked up. Yeah. Actually it does a lot, just the one piece. I don't have subframe connectors yet, or the rear brace. But going into corners, man, if you're in sport mode, tightens up the steering a little bit.
Oh yeah, it feels tight. I'll get on that in a second. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone talks about, okay, these cars are bowed, they're huge. It's a 4,000-pound car. Right. There's no getting around it, but you can really limit the body roll. First of all, by lowering the car. Second of all, by the subframe connectors, the front strut tower brace, and things like that. It's a lot of fun, man. I've only ever had it on a quarter mile. I've never done any road course or autocross with it yet, but certainly something I'd like to get in there.
Awesome. And one thing I have to say while I'm driving this right now, I was downshifting, trying to rev match. As soon as you touch the gas pedal on this car, it is the most touchy gas pedal that I have actually ever driven. But it's pretty cool. It's just hard to rev match.
It's very responsive, and you're right. Like you said, when you're rev matching, it's very tough to heel toe. The pedals are spaced a little bit far apart. That's something I hear a lot. Some of the people that actually do take these on road courses and things like that, they get pedal extenders kind of to bring the gas pedal out so they can wub it when they're heel towing and things like that. It's very responsive, especially when you go into sport mode. Sport mode brings it from 75% throttle response up to 100% throttle response.
Right.
You would be amazed if you do a pull in standard, you know, just driving mode like this, in like first, second, third gear, and then go into sport mode. It's like a completely different car. I was shocked the first time I put it in sport.
I bet.
Yep.
And actually, talking about sport mode,
yeah,
we're on a straightaway right now.
Okay.
Just press it.
Press it.
All right. I'm gonna downshift. What do you say? 4,000 RPM?
I'd say around 4,500. Bring it. You might be able to bring it at the top of second.
We're bring it to 4,500 and hit it.
Yep.
Wow.
See, that's the reason I bought the 6.4.
How does that feel as a passenger?
It's scarier as a passenger. I think, as everyone would agree, when you're a passenger in your own car, it is much scarier than being in the driver's seat.
That's impressive.
It feels good. Like I said, it's just a great feeling, great sounding car. You get the snap, crackle, pop. You get the backfire when you're downshifting.
When I hit that next gear, it was just boom, gone again. That was oh wow.
And it'll
Very
do that
impressive.
up through fourth gear. I mean, up through fourth gear, as soon as you hit fifth, I mean, fifth around 100 and whatever miles per hour, it's just very consistent with the power.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Awesome.
Interior, I'm really impressed with the interior. One thing I didn't touch on, when you look at like Ashley's car, the 2014 and earlier, like my first Challenger, interior, nothing wrong with it. It was just a little more, you could compare it to like a Dodge Ram or something like that. Once I saw this interior, this was really what made me trade up.
It really does look good. You're right. Yeah.
It gives you, kind of more tailored towards the driver. Everything's, slanted your way. The shifter's at an angle. You have this nice little trim piece here. You have the nice 8.4-inch U-connect. You have the new screen with the SRT pages and stuff. And you get a lot in the actual package in the computer too. This has a built-in, not only sport mode, but actually the performance pages where you get different gauge clusters.
Right.
You have 0 to 60 timers. You have, live horsepower feed and things like that. So, go ahead.
The thing that I really, sorry, I should really should let you just talk, but the thing touching on what you said about everything kind of facing you.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel like you're the commander of this vehicle, and it's a special feeling that you get, from driving a car. People get attached to their cars, and that is like one of the things that Dodge really did that makes this car, special to the owner. I really do like that. So let's finish up. Let's talk about handling. We're going through some twisties right now. 4,000 pounds, and let me tell you, this thing handles like a dream. And I'm not just saying that. I put it in sport mode. The steering feels a little bit heavier. It's instant, it's crisp, and it feels light. And it is just really impressive. How is it handling for you? What do you say?
So coming out of the box again, factory, before I had anything like this, again, it's not bad. It's not like people think where you're going to hit a corner and all of a sudden you're going to flip the car, life's going to be over. What I did, again, lowering the car, adding the strut tower brace, it did a lot to just bring the body roll out of the equation. So, not that there's zero body roll, but at this point, the way the car is set up, it's very limited. So, if you really wanted to, if you're hitting a twisty, if you're hitting a highway on-ramp, I would say 60, 65 miles an hour, the car is not going to have a problem taking it. Again, you can be very aggressive with the Brembos, brake a little bit later.
Great.
Yeah,
it
does
really
give you a good, consistent linear braking feel as well before you make your turn and come in. So certainly a good handling setup. Not gonna again win any awards at Nürburgring or anything like that, but for what we're doing, it feels great.
It does. It does. All right, guys, so we are wrapping this awesome car up. Thanks to Chris so much for coming out.
Thank you, sir.
And you are a prospective YouTuber, if I am correct, right?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten into photography and videography. So I started a channel. There's no content right now. It's actually called What Drives You, just the way it sounds, What Drives You. Something I want to get into with this car. You never know what comes up in the future. We're doing a lot of traveling. I was at Springfest this year out in Los Angeles, out for one of the biggest LS X-Body shows for, the Mopar world.
Right.
So certainly would like to get into that.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit them with the sub, guys. So, thanks for watching. This is Boostbook, and we will see you again. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.